also agree with what you've said about Alex William Smith. I described it as being like a child in a candy store. You just don't know what to pick up first. No,
it is a stunning amount of content. And what I will say about it, and I'm glad he's not here because everyone would assume I was arse kissing, but I'm not. This is genuine. There is very little that is
doesn't know.
Well, there's very little he doesn't know, but there's very little that's irrelevant in some way. You can go to a few of these things. You get on courses. We've all been on courses, and you could genuinely do whatever you needed to in 10 minutes, and yet they've strung it out into a day with a huge amount of artsy, fartsy, winky, wanky bullshit. That's one of Alex's phrases.
Well, I've got to be honest with you. I spent nearly £3,500 on a 3-month residential on and off course. What I picked up in Alex's in a week was more than I picked up on that £3,500 course.
Totally believe you. Totally believe you. When I first trained, I trained as a solution-focused hypnotherapist. It took about 2 years of weekends, doing that sort of thing. And I can genuinely say I probably don't use any of it now.
Yeah.
But it was, back in the day, it was what you did to get the qualification that allowed you to say that you were a clinical hypnotherapist. So I still don't consider it a waste of money, because I wouldn't, you don't do anything subsequently, do you, if you don't do these initial things. But as far as value for money goes, you're not going to do better. And there's a lot out there. Believe me, please don't get suckered into these. Has anybody seen these ads on Facebook where you can become a licensed CBT practitioner for 35 quid? Sorry.
I don't back to Alex's. I know he's got a birthday. I'm not on a commission. I'm not on, any sort of kickback from him, but he has a birthday offer on at the moment. So anybody that's not in it, and if they are pet, they should be in it anyway.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. And the other thing is as well, unlike most people, and this goes for me as well, by the way, because I'm very accessible and I'll always help whenever I can. But Alex, genuinely, within a couple of hours of you asking him a question, you'll have an answer.
Yeah.
And he is incredibly generous with his time. And that's pretty rare. Because a lot of the time people say, right, thanks for the money. Here's a link to where you can find everything. I'll see you later.
No.
And the simple reason is Alex wants you to get it right. He'd rather you ask 100 questions and get it right than balls it up by asking none. And so I honestly cannot recommend it enough. And you know what? We were at some event last year, and he said to me, anyone that comes through you as a referral, he said, I'll pay you a referral fee. And I flatly refused. And genuinely, I flatly refused. I said, because you've done so much to help me that I really can't ever take any money off you.
He has an affiliate link on, but I've never ever used it. And I have referred,
Yeah, you're probably the same, is that you think it's such embarrassingly good value for money that I just don't want it. It's the things like Ender.
Yeah, I agree with that, Ender.
Exactly. Look at that. There's Ender not telling it like it is and just tiptoeing around it.
He's not everybody's cup of tea, but then nobody is everybody's cup of tea.
No, do you know what? He's not everybody's cup of tea. An awful lot of people feel threatened by him. They don't know him. That's the trouble.
Mm.
And he does have a persona, but he is also a person. And I've probably not done his street cred any good at all by saying that. He is a really lovely guy.
Yeah.
And I can see how some people might find him a bit scary and a bit out there, but no, I've never found him that way. But that's what getting stuck in a pub with him for hours does.
I've not had that pleasure yet.
Oh, you know what that is, but it's messy. Anyway, just to wrap up, like